welcome to Briar Rose Cottage. I've got a bowl full of lettuce I picked out from the garden. I grew this lettuce from one of those living lettuce, leaf lettuce heads. And had it out in the garden, out in the ground, because it went to kind of sprawly on me. And then it just went to seed and made more lettuce and more lettuce. So some of it I've moved and put into my garden bed. Some I have in a pot, and some of it I just put elsewhere because it just keeps coming back up and doing its own thing. So we are having salad for supper here at Briar Rose Cottage. I keep wanting to say Crone Cottage. With fresh lettuce from the garden, and isn't that just wonderful? Okay, I'm back. Just took you guys outside in the rain, and we'll start at the back a little bit as we walk this way. So yes, my salad was really good. Went well with my mild Italian sausages that we had for dinner. Sunflowers are laying over because the wind did part of that. So hopefully tomorrow I can get out and it'll be a little nicer and I can string them up a little bit so that they don't break on me. But in there still is peonies, and beets are coming up. I moved stuff. Got some sunflowers there, and a piece of ginger mint right there. Need the rhubarbs. The chocolate mint is doing very well. Yes, chocolate mint. Raspberries have raspberries on them. The cooler weather has been kinder on my roses. The hot weather just kind of cooked them. See, like that one there. Raspberries. Transplanted some sunflowers from the front yard, and they look like they're doing okay. These beans are doing okay. More sunflower transplant. I have a ton. The birds are busy throwing seed on the ground and planting gardens of their own. That poor little bean is sad, but hanging on. Potatoes, onions, and spearmint. And over here we have some turnips growing in there with self-seeded sunflowers. And lo and behold, when I clean this out, we have oregano coming back up in here. Peonies hanging on. No flowers or anything on the currant bush yet, so I don't know if it's resting this year or what. But holy wow, there's a tire under there. And this is all potato plant. The wind did this on me because it used to be nice and circular. But I'm thinking when the sun comes out, that'll all be nice again. The peas, we got lots of peas. And there's part of where the lettuce from supper came from. The living lettuce, I bought that for the fish tank, and it wasn't growing right in there. I put another piece of ginger mint over there. Whoops, and the lemon balm's up. Transplanted some sunflower. There's a poppy there. More onions. Trees, always trees. Poppies are up and they're doing their thing. Transplanted sunflower. Monster rhubarb. I've picked off this once already. I've picked off that sucker. And it's grown back. So I'm going to make rhubarb pie. Let's see. This is more lettuce that I talked about moving around. Strawberries in here. Strawberries and sunflowers and lots of sunflowers. And one sunflower is growing, kind of opened in there. And that's just transplanted ones from bird food that the birds planted out front or out back there, and I just moved them. And you can see carrots coming up there. Everything taking off over in here. Hollyhocks and sunflowers, another peony, the first batch of turnips that I put in, there we go. We're doing things, rhubarb, and yes, I've got lots of work to do because I gotta clean out flower beds a little bit more. But as you can see, everything's hanging on and doing their thing. And then violas all interspersed here. Tomorrow will be a good day for doing that. I will be taking these two nasturtiums out of here because this dahlia is just growing like mad. I put two more dahlias in the back here with this nasturtium that is just doing its superhuman jumbo thing. I put some, like 3 sunflowers, and they're coming up in here because I cleaned that all out. Created a bed in here, and a bunch of sunflowers I just dumped in there because I found them, and then one back there, and carrots already doing their things. More hollyhocks. Oh, this one looks like it might have flowers on it. I do believe this is hollyhocks, and a sunflower and carrots. And the little lilac bushes are doing just wonderful. Tomatoes, flowers on the tomatoes. And tomatoes. And tomatoes. And a ginger mint. And rhubarb. Here. And in this mess over here, besides weeds, I put in beets in here, so I'll have to weed that when the weather turns nice, and carrots. Oh, my other sunflower's up now, and I put 2 sunflower seeds back here too with this peony. This is the big patch of ginger mint that I have right here. And then we walk over here. I'll have to go over here onto the other side of where that one raspberry bush is, where my poor sad beans but they're doing better. I put in more beans, and the sunflower's coming up all by itself in this spot. Poor little nasturtium. Yeah, poor little nasturtium. And over here, we've got the zucchinis. I've got 3 for sure coming up out of there. And this one's going to have 4 in it, and there's the new one in here. And in here, this may not be deep enough for them, but I'm going to keep a watch on it. There's 3. 1, 2, 3 of the ones. Oh, 4 right there of the ones that I planted are coming up. And I got carrots over in there and beets in there. So there'll be lots of thinning going on. Oh, and I finally had things growing here. There's a nasturtium and a nasturtium. That's what's supposed to be in here, not these weeds. That's cool. These are trees, apple trees. The leaves and stuff all dried out, but the stalks themselves are bendy in all of these things. So I have left them and I am watering them, and we're going with the flow on that one. Okay. And need a rhubarb and a nasturtium. The one I put in here. Oh, there it is. Nasturtium's finally coming up. God, it is so chilly today on this rainy day. Of course, nasturtiums are taking a beating from the wind, but I took those sad little beans in the one small garden. This is sort of where these guys came from. So I put peas in here. Oh, the wind is just beating up my nasturtiums. Poor things. But it looks like I've got a pea coming up in there, and there. So that's nice. Gonna wrap them around the pole to give them some stability. And I've been in the front. I dug here. I put a peony in here, right there. And there's, oh, the beans up. The beans up, and there was poppies in here. But I can't really weed in here until I know what's what. And chokecherry, Saskatoon berry, carnation in here. I've been digging out this piece of my poor pansies. I got moved daisy over here. And like you see, I've been moving things around a little bit. In here I've got tons of baby daisies. Tons. Sunflowers going, and daisies. And a lilac. I had that other lilac up here. And the sunflowers are doing okay. My poor little transplanted sunflowers. It look like most of them are doing okay. It might survive, which is always very yay. Not much in the front, except birdseed mounds of grass. That's what that is. The phone's not giving any scope. Got pretties. And daisies doing their own thing. And then over here, I put in some more sunflowers, because I had a ton in that spot. And a ginger mint, because it was coming up when I was digging in there. It was just coming up all by itself. I can't remember what the tall spiky things in the back are. Oh, I have a big ass dead branch in my lilac bush. Okay. Oh, my flower bloomed. I almost missed that. There. That's the kissing coat. This is what those little ones and the other ones are. So there's my flower. I got to see it. Because these kind of come up, do their thing, and then they disappear on you very quick. I think it's some sort of iris or something. down in here, but it's this feeder here. When they shake it, all the seeds and things fall down here. So I have an abundance of sunflowers and other assorted things growing in here. I moved some stuff in here, like this carnation here, and that carnation there, and and the violas. I put them in there, but sometimes it doesn't get enough sun, so that's why I've been moving, and to reduce overcrowding a little bit. But yes, this is the space up front where I originally had the lettuces. That's busy it's all seeded itself. And so I have a bunch of stuff, go and do a little bit of digging and moving and everything. But yes, this is the same as that thing with the purple flower thing there. Sunflower. This sunflower is bird put there. The wind is just pushing everything over. As we come around here, and I took ginger mint and got sunflower. This one, I didn't put that one there. I do have one growing in the back there in this little flower bed. Nasturtiums are coming up. I need to sort of fix this because it's kind of a hill, so I want to finish making it pretty. My poor sunflowers are just getting blown over. Nasturtium down there. And if it'll grow, there's another peony in here. And we got bachelor buttons or cornflowers. And I don't know what this is, but it's pretty. It's from a mixed seed that kind of took on its own life all in here. And all the daisies along here, it's not all grass, but all the daisies along here are basically done doing their thing at the moment. The weather being so cold, and oh, the wind bent my sunflower that was growing on that came with this clump of plant. So there, and then I put some more sunflowers in here. It looks like one got broken, which means it probably won't grow anymore. And then a nasturtium over there, nasturtium over here, nasturtium, and some ginger mint here, and a nasturtium, and roses. But yeah, still lots of work to be done on everything. But that's a little bit of the yard and the doings. Because, yeah, they're just doing their own thing. Everything's doing its own thing, and the more I don't touch it, it seems the better some days. Poor little sunflowers, I don't know if they're going to make it or not. But I put them in there. I have her back around the front, because I want to take a picture of, yeah, you can kind of see how moundy from this side. And that's all oat grass or something from the bird seed, because they're messy, messy, messy. But on the upside, it does make for lots of nice green for in my compost. And I got some lettuces in over here. And that's, like I said, I got a ton of daisy babies. But yeah, still got lots to do. And just cold on this rainy day in July, beginning of July. Not had a really great start to July. So To turn all this yummy rhubarb into rhubarb pie. Now all you need is mostly red ones, but if you like a little tartar, a little more tart, you can take ones like this. This is a good time if you're going through your rhubarbs and you find one that's kind of spotty. I thought I had one like this one where it's here. You can cut that off, or you can just bake that right in. Some of that's just dirt, but yeah, no, that's not bad. It's still, I can't bend it, so it's nice and firm. Pie and crisp are a great way to use up your limp rhubarb. But yeah, I'm gonna make pie. Nothing special. Add a little bit of cinnamon and sugar and some cornstarch to my chopped up bits, and then cheating and using a tender flake pie crust. Usually comes in package of 2, so you can use the bottom. You've got a bottom and a top that way too, so that's nice and quick and simple. Yeah, rhubarb. Hey Simon. Hi. You want rhubarb? Want rhubarb? Actually, rhubarb I have found is from doing some research is not good for cats. It can make them sick. And alley-oops. And kitchen fish. Good morning, everybody, and I'm back, and I'm going to finish out a video for this bit. I have not slept. I don't know why. I don't know whether it was just overtired or uncomfortable or whatever, but I have not slept. I did stay up too late, and some people go, oh, that's why, but let's sit this way. There we go. Haha. So it's like 8:45 in the morning. I've let the goobers outside early today, and I thought what I would do in my pajamas was putt around the house. Maybe get some laundry done. The sun's shining. Looks like we're going to get a break from stormy weather. So that, at least for today. But yeah, there's so much to do, but I need to find a way to work at it and just get through it. And hello, Cleo. Mummy's grown cat. Yeah, Mummy's grown cat. On a side note, I think I've discovered that she's farsighted, and it's becoming a bit of a problem in her old age. Now that she's a teenager, she turned 10 back in April. But anyways, it does involve that power of one thing, and I was reminded of it as I was watching this woman from the UK, I do believe she's from the UK, deal with her own trials and tribulations with her housework and her life and everything. And no, we don't have too many similarities, but I can get her points and things that, yes, sometimes you just gotta do it, and then there are other times you take the step back and you do other things, or you just don't do it, and it is about being kind to yourself. And she's also right. I'm one of those people where clutter does bother me, and it is my kryptonite. And I have traumatized myself with all the moving. So now when there's boxes to go through or shelves to go through, it's like twice as hard. It's not like a quote normal person's, and there's the finger quote. It's not like a normal person's trying to clean their house. I have to work through all the mental stuff that goes with
seeing that. And some days, yes, it's just so much easier just to ignore it. Unfortunately, that tends to lead to things like ignoring dishes and laundry and just general tidying up, you know, cleaning your bathroom, just doing the normal things. In my defense on the laundry end, that got out of control because the washing machine broke and I was doing what I could with it, and then, but it was too much, and it got away from me. Couple of, you know, Monkey gets locked in the bedroom, gets mad, and he pees on the bed. So, and there's lots of cleaning up that way. And so there's lots of them dealing with, and then there's, you throw on top of all the health issues and the fatigue and the trying to deal with depression because of it all, and it's just this hamster wheel. Everybody has their hamster wheel, you know, for David's work. Didn't, you know, when to work, when not to work, and how much to work, and how bored is he, so he needs to work. But for me, it's that constant beating myself down because I'm so tired all the time, and you know, I get a little bit of something done, then I have a bad couple of days, and then the dishes are all stacked up and everything. But as I mentioned, a comment on her video, her name is Remy, and I can't remember what her last name. I'll have to go find her. Give a shout out to her. That I'm tired. I just have to remember that it's in the moment. It is right now, and the house isn't always like that. And it isn't always going to be like that, because every time I go through stuff and I get rid of stuff, that's less stuff, and then I create homes for stuff, and then that means any new stuff comes in, then there's a place to put it, and it's just not going to sit. And then getting to that headspace of only bringing in what's absolutely wanted or needed, you know, like fill in the gaps in the Marvel movies and the DC movies, but I don't need every superhero movie or every superhero thing from all of it. Only have the anime that I really like, you know, same with books. I've talked about that before, about prioritizing what to bring in. Go through my clothes, and find patterns on YouTube or wherever for clothes that potentially is more what I'm wanting to be wearing, and it's not just, okay, I bought clothes to wear because I needed clothes, or I thought this would be good. But it also uses up yarn. If I crochet or knit something, it uses up the yarn, and then that clears out a bin and clears out space. So that's the power of one. One project equals one something that got cleaned up. And the same with the downsizing of the projects. I learned to over project myself. Itchy lips. And then just go from there and let that domino effect, you know, just let the one topple down into the next one and into the next one and the next one and the next one. And so videos are a little messed up right now, finishing up from June, going into July. I had some depression and emotional problems, so I took some time for me, and in the right kinds of way for me. And now I'm back at it, and I'm happy to do that. And there's just a bunch of stuff. So I'm going to wrap this up so I can get this videos together. And I'm looking to write more of the Library of Morley. The video montage music-y thing is going to be about rhubarb pie. I have a bit of a recipe to go with that. The stuff that splooged out through the crust, the stuff that leaked out through the crust was very good. So I'm crossing my fingers, and I'm glad I overfilled it because it sank so much. It was like this up above the dough. And I squished the top dough on down, and then everything. Anyway, so I'll be making a video about that. But yeah, don't worry about me. I take care of me. And I have my cats and Dave and my support peoples. Natasha's my very good friend. I call her my wife because she's my messenger wife. She's my closest confidant at the moment. And she's my person. If you watch Grey's Anatomy, you know all about persons. It's unfortunate that she's in another province, but you know, you do what you can with what you got and that kind of thing. So I really do appreciate my wife. And so yes, so I'm proud of myself. I'm just gonna say I'm proud of myself. I'm too tired to list what it is, but I'm proud of myself, you know. And I have lots of things to be happy for. And the other thing that I can't remember now because I'm too freaking tired. So plan is to put dishes away in the kitchen because I used the dishwasher and the sink to try and get caught up, and I still didn't get everything done, and then I baked, and so I got more. So life goes on, and that kind of thing. So peace, love, and happiness, everybody. Remember to be kind, especially to yourself. Until the next video. Bye.